Hello everyone, my name is Sandra. Welcome to my channel. Today's reading is about what will you be known for. From left to right, we have 4 groups today. Please keep open-minded and open-hearted to choose your pile. The timestamp will be listed in the description box. I'll see you in your reading. Hello Group 1. Let's read your tarot cards first. The Devil, the Tower, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, King of Wands. Okay, Group 1. You will live an exceptionally exciting and magnificent life because of seeing the birth and growth of a true leader. Of course, being a leader comes with a common story. You must go through a period of darkness. I saw that for a considerable period of time. Some of you have experienced pain as early as childhood, while others began to suffer only after entering society. From this Devil card here, I feel what you may have heard most often is, without me, you are nothing. What was most expected of you was obedience. Ideally, you should have your own beliefs or sense of self. You were accepted to accept all sufferings as a given and even be grateful for it. I saw that many of you decided to completely destroy everything only after enduring prolonged torment. And when you destroy it, you did it so truthfully. Of course, even the act of destruction was painful for you because saying goodbye to what is familiar is painful. And some of you gave me the impression that you shattered yourselves completely, and even that wasn't enough. You have to grind yourself into powder just to provide fertile soil for your new self. And what's more, I saw that you did not deny your past just because you wanted a new beginning. On the contrary, you turned your past experiences into nourishment, just like in this image of a wooden house turned to ash, which is then used as a fertilizer to sow a new self. One thing that deeply moved me is that you didn't become angry or bitter because of your past. Instead, you became very kind and compassionate. And because of this Pentacles energy, practical and grounded, and sense that your approach may not be soft or tender, but you are absolutely reliable and pragmatic. You'd express your care and support for others through concrete actions, and many of you have a habit of donating monies or supplies. And we have the King of Wands. This is a true spiritual leader. The figure in the image reminds me of Martin Luther King Jr. Spread his faith and ideals. I feel that in the future, you will be deeply respected and have a profound influence on others. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card here, which tells me that your darkest moment has come to an end and a new journey is now beginning. What touches me the most is that even after all you've been through, you still choose to face life with purity and a childlike wonder. If some of you haven't fully emerged from this shadow yet, then this spread is clearly telling you that the future is full of promise. The card of Moon of the Goddess tells me that you're highly intuitive, and that's also why you weren't completely controlled. You could assertively cut ties from the past. Because of your higher self has always been guiding you. You always act at the right time. And also because of the Death card didn't appear in the spread, I feel that you don't need to be reborn from the ashes because you've never truly lost yourself. You simply need to live your true self. The next card we have here is the Sensitivity card. You are becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. This card also confirms your intuitive power. You can fully trust your inner feelings and physical sensations to make necessary changes. And also from these 2 cards, I sense that you always manage to grasp the right timing, so you can trust yourself completely. For the Archetype deck, we have the Storyteller card. This echoes the King of Wands. So you will spread positivity and hope in your own way. And finally, we have a message from the angel, Improve Health, which refers to improving your physical, mental, emotional, and financial health. Okay, so in summary, you will be known for your powerful beliefs and a compassionate heart. Your path may unfold through storytelling, writing, drama, or education. Many career paths suit you. Varied roles in media, social work, counseling, writing and screenwriting, careers related to crime and justice, insurance industry, charity organizations, or spiritual mediums, and for some of you, even politics. Okay, Group 1, I hope this reading brings you some insights. Wishing you all the best. See you next time. Hello, Group number 2, welcome to your reading. For the tarot cards, we have King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Group 2. You give me a sense of coming from a solid, well-grounded background. You naturally possess a warm, peaceful energy that comforts others. I see that you have an excellent public image. Once you enter society, you are capable of weighing pros and cons and maintaining a wide range of relationships. Many of you also have an attractive appearance, which makes it easy for others to feel drawn to you. From this King of Cups, I sense that many of you are introverted types. So you may seem cheerful and sociable on the surface, but once home, you prefer quiet and simplicity. You need a comfortable, peaceful environment to ease your mind. And many in this group are engaged in highly specialized professions. Those fields with high entry requirements and strong demands for accuracy and precision. Some of you work in niche industries. I can see you will go through a long period of study and refinement. Some of you have had lengthy apprenticeships or training periods, but after the intense training, you'd experience a dramatic shift from obscurity to sudden fame, and resources started pouring in. Some of you receive multiple nominations and becoming influential figures or even industry benchmarks. Others gain significant exposure, train online, or become sought after due to published work and frequent interviews. I see that as you rise to fame, pressure also increases, as many of you aren't naturally comfortable in the public eye. I also sense a tendency toward perfectionism, so even when you already achieved a lot, you still feel it's not enough and strive for improvement. Some of you come across as overly modest, which makes the spotlight and popularity feel unfamiliar or overwhelming. After this surge, I see a period of brief fatigue and confusion, but then you'll shift the focus inward. Recalibrate and return to your original aspiration. Some of you will embark on a spiritual journey for inner recharge. After that, you'll return to your field with renewed energy, carrying the spirit of a true artisan, dedicated, meticulous, and grounded. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. This shows that your wisdom isn't just intellectual, but also reflects deep insights into life, existence, and the world. Some of you will use your influence to advocate for the philosophy of great truths are always simple. For the Archetype deck, we have Slave. This card reflects your incredible endurance and work ethic. You can withstand loneliness and hardship, especially in highly demanded fields where true passion and belief is necessary to persist. I see that through honing your craft, you will come to understand how belief systems are built and how they shape behavior. The next card we have here is Teaching. You inspire young people to learn. So this card tells me that many of you are destined to become mentors, though likely not until a more mature stage of life. I sense that you will realize that teaching is not just about passing on knowledge or skills, but about embodying characters, and the true character is sculpted through the long journey of life. I truly feel that those in this group are remarkably pure souls. Your lot already carry a wealth of life experience and can face even the most dramatic events with calm approaches. The Door to Spirit cards reveals that you are the chosen ones, group number 2. When you're called by your higher self, you feel an overflowing joy that may bring you to tears. You might not even be able to explain why you feel this joy. It doesn't come from achieving the success, but rather from an ordinary moment in which you suddenly surrender yourself completely because you've sensed the spiritual door opening for you. And at that moment, you move forward with no resistance, no doubt, no hesitation, calmly and steadily doing what you believe is right, even if it seems illogical or mysterious to others. But you know your purpose. Just like the King of Swords, you are here to fulfill your life mission. And we have a message from the angel is the situation will improve. So group number 2, please rest assured you are fully protected and guided. Everything is unfolding as it should. To summarize this spread, you will be known for your professional expertise and personal charisma, but all of this is in service of fulfilling your life's purpose. The path will likely unfold through education, publishing, biographical documentaries, or public speaking. And suitable fields for you are those requiring high precision, such as medicine, scientific research, legal affairs, aerospace, journalism, surveying, architecture, actuarial science, new energy, AI, and some areas of sports and arts. Okay, Group 2, I hope this reading brings you some insights. Wishing you all the best. See you next time. Hello, Group 3, welcome to your reading. Let's read your tarot cards first. 9 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, the Hand one, 10 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I sense that those in Group 3 are highly spiritual individuals. You often give off an ethereal or quietly artistic aura. From the 4 tarot cards, I can feel that you have struggled greatly in this material world. Perhaps even now, you haven't fully adjusted to it. At certain times, you will felt out of alignment with yourself, to the point of near breakdown. Some of you may have even had extreme thoughts. The 9 of Wands tells me that you've been holding on, but your beliefs are constantly being tested. Your patience, just like the candles in a card, is close to burning out, and the darkness outside the window continues. You don't know when dawn will come, but as you comforting yourself with, it will be better, the night will eventually pass. I will make it to the dawn. The next card here we have is the 2 of Pentacles, and this card reveals an internal conflict. You often feel you cannot balance material abundance with spiritual growth, as if the two are inherently at odds. You may feel that chasing money leads to spiritual regression, or that spiritual pursuit makes it hard to integrate with the modern world. And by material, I don't just mean wealth, but also time, energy, and relationships. I sense you've been striving to find a balance between the two, but the 2 of Pentacles reminds us the balance is not a one-time achievement. It's fluid and constantly needs recalibration. The Hangman shows you're truly exhausted, with a sense of deep grievance. Some of you may have looked in the mirror and asked yourself, why isn't it working, even though I've tried so hard? Why am I still misunderstood, even after so much patience? Why am I still being attacked, even after I've surrendered? Am I the one who's wrong? I can feel so much self-doubt here. But because this is the Hangman, it also means the enlightenment will come from your higher self. You will begin to see the things from a new perspective. And this new perspective does not mean your original view was wrong. It simply adds a new dimension to your understanding, allowing you to integrate yourself further. This is growth. It should not become a tool for self-denial. And the next card here we have is the 10 of Swords. This card tells me that you will pass the test. This is a test your soul has faced across lifetimes. How to remain loving towards yourself even after surrendering. Sometimes, letting go of the people or situations isn't about right or wrong. It's about your evolution. Be grateful and let the past stay in the past. The past doesn't end. It lives in memory as vividly as ever. But you've moved on, and you no longer belong to that time and space. The 10 of Swords also shows that while you once believed in yourself because of your strengths, now you still choose yourself despite your vulnerability. I see you standing firm in your choice to be true to who you are. In the last tarot card here, we have the 9 of Pentacles, and this is the ultimate symbol of independence. Financially, emotionally, and spiritually abundant. You rely on no one, but you also not isolated. It's a well-earned independence. Before, you may have held yourself back due to excessive compromise, but now you are confident in showing both your abundance and your imperfections. And that's right, you become so aligned with yourself that your flaws no longer bother you. You are a multifaceted being. No single aspect, especially not imperfections, can define who you are. You defy simple labels and are no longer bound by fixed standards. At the bottom of the deck here we have is the 7 of Wands. This card shows you will develop the courage to stand up for yourself. Even if others doubt, surprise, or attack you, you don't respond or retaliate, but just focus on yourself. Your powerful energy field repels negative forces. Nothing can stop you from loving life and involving yourself. For the archetype deck we have is the Monk or Nun. This card tells me that you have a very strong spiritual root. Many of you may follow different religious paths, but what's certain is that you embody the highest essence of your respective faiths. Though the paths differ, they all help elevate the vibrational field of your surroundings. The next card here we have is the writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. Some of you are gifted in writing, able to translate obscure spiritual concepts into accessible language through your own insights. I see your articles and notes receiving high praise and bringing you financial opportunities. The cards you chose man holding a coin, and this card may represent a key figure in your life, an upcoming or current partner, agent, editor, publisher, or platform lead. And this benefactor recognizes your talent and wants to collaborate sincerely and offer support. But also, your inner abundance will attract material rewards. So you may in turn become a benefactor to others, offering funding, technology, or platforms. The angel message here we have is look for a sign, especially when your faith and patience are nearly depleted. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you will see that your higher self is constantly sending you encouragement through signs. To summarize, you will become known for your phoenix-like rebirth and a glorious comeback. Your life story may even be written into a dramatic, inspiring memoir. Your wisdom will have a wide-reaching influence on the public. In the future, you'll use your journey as an example to share your spiritual or religious teachings, and you'll gain many followers or investors. The fields that suit you include literature, media, religion, agriculture, healing, traditional Chinese medicine, and education. Okay, Group 3, I hope this reading brings you some insights. Wishing you all the best and see you next time. Hello, Group 4, welcome to your reading. Let's read your tarot cards first. Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords, the Emperor, Five of Swords, and Death. Okay, Group 4, from the cards I can sense that there may be days when you're highly motivated and others when you're quite discouraged. Everyone seems to be in need of a steady and grounding force. The Ace of Wands tells me that you are full of creativity, often experiencing those moments of sudden inspiration. However, the Eight of Swords indicates a tendency to question your own ideas with negative thinking, feeling that these inspirations are unrealistic or unreliable. We often talk about fanning the flames of creativity. In order to let these sparks grow into a bigger fire, they need to be gently encouraged. But it's as if you were poured a bucket of cold water over your own ideas. The Eight of Swords clearly suggests that the key lies in your own hand. You are capable of breaking through the mental shackles and pursuing your dreams. The Emperor card tells me that you possess outstanding abilities. You are truly, truly excellent. Perhaps some of you haven't yet found the right method or path to fully develop your potential, but that doesn't mean your abilities are lacking. Unlike the traditional Emperor in Tarot who emphasizes the pursuit of power, this Emperor in this deck focuses more on realization of ideals, so I sense a kind of determined idealism. The Five of Swords also shows that some of you have perfectionist tendencies. You have very, very high standards for yourselves and almost zero tolerance for mistakes and failures. So when mistakes do happen in real life, no matter the cause, you will feel deeply troubled. If it was your own fault, you might criticize yourself for a long time and get stuck in internal conflict, unable to move on. And this harsh self-criticism may also affect others around you, making them feel pressured. The Death card tells that the transformation is required, and this card also made me feel that this is actually a family issue. I saw that someone or several people in your family with strong masculine energy have the similar problems. They really do come across as strict or harsh. And some of you may encounter similar people even after entering society, which causes the pattern to keep repeating. I also can see some of you come from prestige families that are constrained by family reputation. You may appear both strong and vulnerable at the same time. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Justice card. So the inner fear caused by perfectionism and the self-attack after failure is not entirely your own fault. This is not about shirking responsibility, but rather a reminder that you should offer yourself more empathy and compassion. Even though the root of the issue is complex, we must still take on the responsibility of making ourselves happy. The Death card is also reminding you that you are limitless and undefinable. You have lived through many lifetimes. You've had more than one name, more than one nationality, more than one gender, more than one career. No label can define you, and no identity can limit you. From this card, I also can feel that your identity and lifestyle are about to undergo a huge transformation. I truly see that you will pursue the life you long for based on your free will. From the archetype deck, we have the Manner card, and this card tells me that you will bring more to this world. You won't just influence a certain group of people or a single generation. You will leave behind timeless and brilliant wisdom. The next card we have is Artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. With these two cards, I feel you will leave a mark on the world through your creations. What was once a family burden will in time become your gift to the world through beauty, genius, and emotional healing. And some of you may undergo career changes, shifting from a traditional or rigid job to a freer, more abstract one. The card you chose, the root chakra, Archangel Michael, is reminding you to build a sense of security. You need to trust in your strong and excellent genes and your ability to establish a solid material foundation. More importantly, believe in your capacity to build anything. Building is an extraordinary skill. You don't need to fear uncertainty in life, no matter how the external world changes. What must remain unchanged is your determination to pursue freedom and happiness. The guidance we receive from the angel is be assertive. So actually from this spread, it's clearly that you are all incredibly wise, not just intellectually, but also in your understanding of life. So you already have a clear sense of what your next step is. Perhaps you just need this confirmation from this spread. To summarize, after completing your identity transformation, you will become known for your work. Those works might be artistic, technical, or truth-revealing. Suitable fields include architecture, education, agriculture, film and television, more static forms of art, criminal investigation, cybersecurity, and life coaching. Okay, Group 4, I hope this reading brings you some insights. Wishing you all the best. See you next time.